So, you want to get into expediting, and the question is, how do you do it? Well, there's several ways to do this. You could go all in and go buy a van. Now, if you're going to buy a van and jump into this industry, don't do like others and make the big mistake. You buy the biggest, the longest, the tallest van you can get your hands on. Now, don't go out there and buy a cargo van. Low top, short, or even extended. Don't buy those. You can get a transit cargo van. You want the high top and the longest to come out here. Now, you're going to have the ProMaster, the Transit, and the Mercedes Sprinter. Now, a lot of people want to get in there and say, well, you drive a ProMaster, that's not a Sprinter. Sprinter is a load board classification. You'll hear me say that a lot. Load board classification is they request a Sprinter van. Either one of those three will work. There you go. So, now you understand how the load boards are going to work. Now, my choice of the three, I'm going to put them in the order in which I think they rank for cost to operate. Transit's number one. I drive a ProMaster. ProMaster, I'd probably throw number two because Mercedes Sprinters break down all the time too. And the Sprinter's number three. You'll have less issues with the Transit. You'll spend about $10,000 more for it, but overall you're going to come out ahead. So that's my answer there. Go with the Transit. I drive a Sprinter or ProMaster. But if you're going to go with the ProMaster, be sure you get the extended warranty on it. You'll need it. So those are the vans. If you're jumping in, that's what you buy. But if you buy used, do not buy anything that's over 5 years old. Why? Most carriers won't accept it. It's 6 years old. This is 2020. 5 years would be 2015 would be the oldest you could take. So you want to get something that's 5 years or newer. You buy your van. Now, don't do like I see on our Facebook page, Transportation Life, Wheels, Wings, and Rotors, where you see someone go out and buy a van and it's sitting there and go, how do I get loads now? Well, you should have known that before you bought the van. Yeah. And don't buy the wrong van. And how do I get loads now? And that, good luck. You're going to need a dispatcher or a carrier. I'm going to give you the pros and cons of going and getting your own authority like everybody thinks is the answer to their prayers. I'm going to get my own authority. I'm going to make it rich. Big time. I get to make all the decisions. Yay! Then you go get it, and you find out you got to age that DOT. You're going to pay insurance out the wazoo for it. And then you're going to go on a load board that everybody and their uncle's on, and the freight's going so cheap, there's no reason to be on it. Ooh, think about that. I am making more money than some of these people with their own authorities. Why? I got an office, a dispatch, that's doing the work for me. They get the load, send it to me, I take off. Within a week, I get paid. Ta-da, that's how it works. There you go. Just that simple. Now, the people with their own authority are sitting there constantly on their laptops or phones and stuff trying to bid loads. When do you get any sleep at that rate? Not the smartest way to do it. Especially starting, because you don't know where to go. So therefore, you're just grabbing anything, and you may end up in a place that you find out that, oh, good, I got this 3,300 mile to Portland. You get up there, it's like, how do I get out of here? You don't. So you need to know that. 2, you can go sign on with an owner, as they call them, which I don't like the name owner, but they own the van, which is why they call it, at a carrier. And you do mostly a 60-40 split. So let's say you're getting $1 a mile, which don't think that's going to happen at the moment. But if you were, 60-40 split, you get 60 cents, the owner gets 40. He covers the insurance in the van, the maintenance. You pay the gas. And probably the tolls. So that's how that works. Now, if you get 60 cents and you can take it, you're doing all right at that rate. But when you get with these owners and they're running at 70 or 60%, 60 is 36 cents and you're paying the gas, or 40 cents and you're paying the gas. It's not real good. So, those are the ways to come out. All right? You're going to have to basically get insurance. Now, a lot of the carriers will make you sign on with theirs. So that's not an issue. If not, you're going to have to find some commercial insurance, and the basic place I tell you to go would be Expeditors online, and they have listings for insurance companies there. They got one on there that a lot of people use. Mine's through the company, so I don't have to deal with it. Now, this is critical, folks. If you don't get anything out of this video, get this out of the video. Before you run out there and buy that van, call around to carriers and see if they're putting vans on. Nothing like going and getting the van and having like a $600 a month payment on it. And a lot of people have $1,000 payments, so don't think that's high, okay? So you get yourself a $600 a month to a $1,000 a month payment, and you have nowhere to take the van, and they tell you, we're not putting vans on at this time. Where I'm at, Barrett, they're not putting vans on at this time. They're full up. So, if you can't get the van signed on to a carrier, what do you do now? Don't put the horse or the cart before the horse here. You need to start calling around to carriers, talking to them, getting information, writing it down, okay? And where do you get those names? Well, you can get it at Expeditors online. I'll tell you a good place to get ideas. Go to a local truck stop and sit there, and when the van's pulling, you'll see it on the side, or if they're unmarked, go over there and tap on their door. If they're not sleeping, they're sitting in the front seat. Hey, I'm looking to get in the industry. Who do you run for? Well, I run for Millhouse. Okay, what's Millhouse like? Oh, they're like this, or Little Truck Solutions, or this and that. What's required? Do you have a number I can call, or whatever? And then ask the driver what he thinks of the place. Driver sits there and says, man, they suck. I know people at Bolt getting 400 and 500 miles a week, and they were a team, or a Panther, and they were a team. Bolt drivers are getting the same. At the moment, they're not on fire. Excuse me. So, why would you go sign on there? Everybody does. We tried to tell you. Yeah, you can get your feet wet there, but, are you going to make any money? Not if you spend a week out there at, say, even $1 a mile. Let's just go $1 a mile. You drove 400 miles that week. Okay, well, you made $350. You got to take out 50 for the gas. Okay. Well, now you're down to $350. Oh, wait a second. You have a $600. Well, let's just say it's 8. Make it in the middle. I know. Go back to $650. So now we're down to $300. Or you made $400. Now you're down to $200. We got to pay the insurance. Ours runs about $100 and a half a week. $50. You're on fire out here, folks. Yeah, that's why they're getting out in droves. You can make money in this industry, or you can go broke really fast. The thing is, I'm not going to sugarcoat these videos to you. I'm going to tell you the way it is. Now, you do what you want. I'm telling you what you're up against. Now, if I've had people who sit there last year, I got to get out here. I tried to tell them. And they came out and they lasted a month and were gone. What do you do? There's many vans on our Facebook page for sale of those who did not do their due diligence and bought vans and came out and found out that, my God, I'm not going to get rich. Shocking. And I said a lot. Shocking. I know. It's shocking. If you're going to succeed in this business, you got to know what to do. There's about 3 of us that I know of at this company that do very well. We do very well. You guys are chosen ones. No, we make aggressive moves to get to where we need to be. We keep track of where we landed, where we deliver to, where we pick up at. We keep track of all this information. We know our numbers. That's why we do well. Because we know that in this area, I haven't gotten squat out of this area. I'm not going to wait here. I'm going to drive 200-300 miles away and get somewhere else, because sitting here is just a waste of my time. Knowing that can save you time, because think about it. You land, I've never done well in Birmingham. Some people do. I have never done well there. I land in Birmingham, sit there Monday. Okay, sit there all day Monday. Then I have to move over to someplace else that may be 200-300 miles away, give it 6 hours away, to get over there, to get in position, and then I lose a day and a half playing around with this. I should have just dropped and drove over. I might have got a load wherever I went to and was out of there. That's using your head. But I might be tired. Give you an example. Drove from Missouri to Ohio, or not Ohio, but Indiana. Dropped it off. Yeah, that was 650 miles roughly. A little over 10 hours, 11 hours to be exact. Drove another 2.5 hours into Michigan. I drove all night. Got 2 hours sleep and drove another 750 back over to Missouri. Yeah, I know. But that's what's required of this job. If you're going to make money, you're going to have to do that. It's called a little bit of grind. Yeah, that's why you call certain drivers grinders. So, you're going to need to know where your company's strongest at. How do you know that? Ask a driver. So, just to recap, you can get in to Expediting by A, buying your own van, running for an owner, or getting your own authority and getting your own van. How you get in will be your choice. That'll be up to you. But either way you go, do your research. If you're going to sign on with an owner, you'll want to talk to former drivers. You want to get on Transportation Life Wheels, Wings, and Rudders on Facebook. You want to say, have you ever ran for this guy, and see what people tell you. He's worthless. He's terrible. Blah, 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 blah. Well, then you don't want to go drive with that guy. Hey, he's a good guy and everything. Okay, there you go. But you're going to have to figure out which way you want to do it. My thoughts are, I spent 2.5 years researching this industry before I came out. I've been out here for almost 3 years. I'm an old timer at 3 years, folks. 3 years. I could spend here, I do a video. I could do a video on the people who've come and gone. Yeah, that probably lasts an hour. Just they've come and they've gone as the days go by. Don't you become one of those stats. Because once you buy that van, you're stuck with it, folks. Getting rid of it's going to be a pain in the butt. If you've done this for a year and decide, oh, it's not for me, guess what? That van's depreciated. It's not near what you owe on it. And we see this all the time. I want to get what I pay off. I want my payoff. Yeah, I'm sure you do. But you got over 100,000 miles in the first year on a van that depreciated. Like take a ProMaster. You drive it off the lot. 1 year at normal driving, you know that van's worth about $25,000 with 10 grand on it. 1,000 miles, that is. About 25,000 retail. You're probably going to get about 21, 22 out of it in trade. So if you paid $36,000, you're about 15,000 upside down. I'm sure you do want what you want it, but that's with 10,000 miles on it, 10, 15. You got 100,000 miles on that van, you're going to get that van down into the, I don't know, I could look it up, but I'm going to guess at it since I used to do this for a living. 13, 14 grand. Yeah, now you're $20,000 upside down roughly. Don't make that mistake. We're here to help you try to prevent you from making these mistakes. Don't you become a statistic. Like and subscribe. Share this video. If you don't like this video, share it with someone you don't like. And if you were subscribed to my old page, Expediting with Big D, that site's been set. I can't get back on it, so I had to restart it. So you're going to have to like and subscribe on this one to keep following what's going on out here. I expect to see you soon. Later.